Yep.
What's good, man? What's going on, man?
We're back.
We're back, man. Episode number what?
Number 3.
Number 3, man.
We're here again.
It's late, but we had to do what we had to do for the people,
Bruh,
man.
I'm not going to
We
hold
have to
you.
give the people what they want, man.
It's
That's
late.
What they've been waiting for
I
us.
pray that the people want
Yeah, man.
this.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's liking the show, that are subscribed. We got subscribers, man.
Wow, really?
We got subscribers.
I know that already.
And the first show, we got about 100 viewers.
That's great.
The second show, it didn't do as well.
Let's make this 100,000 though.
Facts.
Word. Let's make
Mad
this
people
100,000.
on the show.
Everybody, you know what I mean? If you watch the show, you like it, share it, man. Share it and invite people to the page, man. You know
Or
what
like
I'm
they say on
saying?
YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Word.
Right?
Do that.
And you can follow us to tag along with that at
Bonos 1983.
that's on Instagram,
On
Jay
Instagram.
Vozo
Word.
on Instagram, or you can follow both of us at Bearded Wrestling. That's Bearded_Wrestling, and that's at Instagram and Facebook. We do mini cast. We're actually going to do one, I think, next Saturday with 2 of us. It's just only going to be audio. That's going to be on SoundCloud. This is on SoundCloud too, so if you don't want to look at us
Word.
and you just want to hear it in the car and driving, you can do SoundCloud. We're on Facebook. Like I said, we're on all of the major social media networks.
Share everything with on SoundCloud, YouTube,
Share it
Instagram,
all.
Facebook, all of it. Yeah.
That's a big fact.
Yeah, for
You got to
real.
share it all.
Yes.
We enjoy this, and we hope that everybody else is enjoying.
Fact.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's go.
As of always, what is that? As always, we are a rate and review show, right? For the most part, we're rating and reviewing, so we're using the Bearded rating system, which goes from 5 to 1, but we stick to what? 5, 4, and 3. The dope beard, the okay beard.
And I see you trying.
I see you trying. That's usually how we roll on this show.
I'm not trying anymore.
He's still trying. You need to speak it to your mic, man.
Yo, you can hear me? You can hear me? All right,
I guess.
Let's we go.
Good, because I hope my sound is better this week.
Nah. It's not better than mine.
You be having that presidential sound, bro. All right, here we go. Right to my show.
Yeah, the Red Show.
Monday Night Raw. Monday night. I do this show. This is my dance every week now. Monday Night Raw. I got to get a red hat, though. All right. Monday Night Raw. You were talking some mess before we started the show, and you were disrespectful. I think on a whole, just starting off, I'm going to say it. This was a good show this week.
It was okay.
Let's go right to it. It opened up with a video package of the men's Elimination Chamber match.
Okay.
Which we're going to talk about later on in the segments.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep moving. And it ended with Roman Reigns, doing the whole look.
Promo.
You know the point to the WrestleMania sign?
Yeah, like Ronda Rousey's.
Like everybody does.
Yeah.
All right. So they told us that we were going to get a face-to-face with Brock and Roman.
Yeah.
But that never happened.
It never happened. I think they played it out that way.
Never happened.
Roman cut a decent promo. It wasn't bad.
I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Then more reviews of the Elimination Chamber, which on the whole, I think it was a good pay-per-view. We're going to talk about that. So to the top of the show, they cut a promo with Alexa Bliss regarding what happened at Elimination Chamber. She talked about her relationship with Mickie James, then about Bayley and Sasha's relationship, or the lack thereof of it now, which I think they're going to end up probably moving on, and we'll show that in predictions later. Sasha and Bayley look like they're getting ready to feud again. So I think that's going to be good. She states how she's going to WrestleMania, and she's not even sure if Asuka will feel good enough to fight after what Nia Jax did to her at Elimination Chamber. She put the beats on her.
You already know what I feel about Alexa Bliss. Honestly, I can say this. I know we're going to get to this later, but that promo she cut after after the match was awesome, man. It was amazing. It was funny because it was like I was really like upset that she won, but when she went into it's like every girl's dream, and then she just started bashing. It was amazing,
bro. She's a good heel,
and that's why that's what I like about Alexa Bliss. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it was me, I would have had Sasha Banks walk out the champion or Bayley, one of them.
I hear you, but Alexa Bliss is a really good heel.
I mean, she's a really good heel, though. I'll take nothing from her.
And it's getting better and better every time she gets on the mic.
She's been champion for a minute, and she hasn't really been doing much.
Which is true. And sometimes those are the best heels. They skate around everything. They get the fake wins.
Yeah, but
she's a good heel.
I think her time was up with that title.
I think so.
Yeah.
By Mania.
Yeah.
She was a good heel.
I wouldn't even give it. I wouldn't even have her hold the title to Mania.
Yeah, but it's too late now.
Yeah,
there's nothing else for them.
It is.
She's getting it. She's holding it.
They could have done this so many ways, man. I would have rather seen, even though we already seen a match between Sasha and Bayley. I would have loved to see that WrestleMania for a bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of like the Sasha and Charlotte matches better than I like the Sasha and Bayley matches.
But you're not going to see.
I know. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I mean, but honestly, they put on a good match a couple of weeks ago.
They did,
and they know each other very well. So I honestly think that it would have been bigger and better at WrestleMania.
I think back-to-back nights, Alexa cut 2 good promos.
Yeah, she did.
Because last night was a good promo. I gave the promo 3.5 beards
for the Raw.
Yeah,
I give it a 2.5.
Of course you would.
Yeah. I like
and
the
then
promo she cut better on at Elimination Chamber.
And then yes, I agree. And then another 6-woman tag team match. Listen, it's not too much to talk about that. The winners of that was Sasha, Bayley, and Asuka. Yeah, it was a good match. I'm just tired of seeing the women. They don't have anything to do with them.
We're gonna see that a lot. Now, I hope a lot change after WrestleMania because I'm tired of seeing these triple threat tag team matches, triple threat matches, fatal 4-ways, fatal eliminate,
6-pack challenge.
I'm tired of all of those.
They're giving it new names now. All of this stuff is stuff.
It's getting to the point where it's like just let 2 men or 2 women go out there and
it's
fight.
It's like they feel like they can't do solo matches anymore.
Yeah,
like
single matches.
Yeah. All right. Cena talks about his path to Mania. He comes out, cuts a promo, talks about feeling sorry for himself. Then he stated that he's going to make a challenge to Undertaker, but was told that it couldn't happen. So he's going to the land of opportunity, and that was SmackDown Live, to make his own path to WrestleMania.
I think he got a great pop once he mentioned the Undertaker's name.
Yes.
And I think, I would actually like to see these two in the ring together. I don't know who will come out on top, or who would you have come out on top?
I think I would have liked to see this match.
Yeah, I would too.
8 years ago.
But honestly, the fans would want to see it now. It was the biggest pop that he ever had since he was, they always chanting, Cena sucks. But, that was the biggest pop he ever got.
But you know what, though? You could say what you want about John Cena, not liking him, hating him.
You got to respect his,
respect him.
You got to respect him.
You got to respect him. And there's not too many people that cut a promo like John Cena.
Yeah. And he puts on a great match as well.
He does.
You can't knock the man for that. He actually put on some good matches with.
As much as you want to, you got to give him his respect.
Yeah.
And for that, I gave him a 4 for the promo.
I like him better than Raymond anyway. So.
Then what?
I like him better than Reigns anyway. So.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
All right. I gave that a 4. Bray Wyatt fought Rhino and Heath Slater. The match never even started.
Yeah.
And he beat up Heath and Rhino. Then he gets on the mic and he's talking to Matt Hardy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh, look what you made me do to this innocent man." Pretty much letting us know that the feud is not over between the two of them. And
I think I see a special match coming between them two. Like the match that Matt Hardy had back in TNA with Brother Nero. The Great War, I think it was called. I think I see that match coming through.
Those were some great matches.
Yeah,
I almost feel like going home and watching those.
You know what? Those matches wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? It made Matt Hardy or Broken Matt who he is today.
Absolutely.
He's not who he was back in TNA.
No.
Honestly, I think he had a better run in TNA as Broken Matt Hardy than he does in WWE.
I feel like they shouldn't have did the gimmick until they had the full rights.
Yes. I know. I don't think it has anything to do with the rights. I just think that it took so long for him to get to that point, and then it's out of nowhere.
With this whole woken and all that.
It took so long for them to get to that point because he should have came in eventually. He should have had at least a few matches, and then something happened where he became broken. But they brought him in as tag teams, and they won the tag team titles. And it was of course they didn't have. You know what? If they was gonna do Woken, they should have done Woken a long time ago.
Yes, but they were waiting for rights.
And now they have the rights.
And let me tell you something also. I agree with you with all you're saying, but I was at WrestleMania, and for them to come outside,
of course,
it was the. I'm gonna find the video of that day.
Of course,
I recorded when they came
of course, it was something big because
I was screaming, I was going nuts.
Of course, it was something big because you haven't seen these guys in years in the WWE ring. So now all of a sudden, you see these guys. Of course, you will want to see Matt Hardy at the time as Broken, and Jeff Hardy is Brother Nero. Yeah. But
we were all sitting there like, oh, it's not gonna be the hardest. It's not gonna be the hardest. And that music dropped, and everybody was like, oh.
I sort of kind of knew because when while y'all was actually at the show, I was actually looking at stuff like somebody took a picture, put it online of a WWE card picking them up at the Ring of Honor show.
I'm so glad you didn't tell me that. There.
Yeah, and I was just like,
punched you.
I was like, yo, you know what? It was awesome, man. I felt like a kid again when Mean Gene used to call the 1-800 number and I'll be in the room. It was awesome.
I never liked to know the cheats. Never did.
I wanted the dirt sheets. Man.
All right, I gave that 3 beards.
I give it a 3.
Thank you. All right, now to one of my more favorite moments of the show, and anytime this guy is on the show, I feel that way. The Miz. You can say what you want, but after Cena, it's The Miz when it comes to promos.
He can cut a good promo, but
did
it make sense for him to lose 2 matches back to back? I mean, you saying you want to bring prestige back to the title, but he hasn't. He lost 2 matches back to back. It wasn't even like they had 1 match one week and another match the next week. It was like 2 matches back to back. And I understand they're trying to build something for Mania, which is awesome because I think it's going to be a great match. But still,
and you got to give him his credit. And since you jumped the gun, we just gonna go with it.
Yeah.
So he came out with the Mr. Raj. He did a little talking, did a little crying, like he usually does. How they're not respecting him, and how within 62 days, he'll be the longest reigning IC champ. All of that. Then of course Seth comes out, and they start these matches, right? So the first one, Seth wins.
Okay.
Right? Then Balor comes out, and then they start the Balor match. The Mr. Raj and the Club come out fighting. They call it DQ. Angle says no. Bring it back. Start it again. And then, like you said, The Miz lost.
Yeah.
So for that whole segment, I give The Miz a 4. Because he cut a great promo and had to fight 2 fights back to back.
Me, I give it a 2.5.
You're bugging.
I give it a 2.5 for a lot of reasons.
The Miz did a great job.
I'm not talking about.
I said The Miz. I didn't say the
all right. I'm not talking. He did an okay promo. He cuts great promos. Don't get me wrong.
But as far as those were 2 good fights.
Yeah, but as far as the matches is concerned, I mean, he's a champion, bro. Right.
Right. So, those are non-title matches.
So this is the thing. They go out there. He lose 2 matches. He want to bring prestige back to the title. At the end of the day, I don't think at this point in time the champion should be losing at all, unless they're losing at Mania. You want to build something, okay?
But that's how you build it. You go back and forth.
I wouldn't even had 2 matches back to back. I would have had 1 match, and they have the Miz still come out on top some way somehow, like what you always do. But I'm saying that's
he usually does.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what builds more into the match because it's like
they have to go both ways though. They have to go both ways. It's all been Miz for the last couple of months.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but what I'm saying is that it'll be like, okay, the Miz win the match, and then I'm like, you know what? Since you have a problem with the Mr. Raj always interfering, how about you have a match with this person at Mania, and then to have the same thing happen with Finn Balor? And I don't, not that I'm saying it's a bad match. I think it's gonna be a great match.
I think the way they're building it is just fine.
I don't know, man. It's a lot because you know. So who you? Let me ask you a question. Maybe I'm jumping the gun on this one. Who you think is going to come out on top at Mania for this match?
I don't know.
I think
it's going to be Seth.
I think it's going to be Balor. You got to understand, Seth has a lot going on with Jason Jordan, which is not done, and he's not.
If he's not back before WrestleMania, that's done.
But no, I don't. I'd see him coming back.
Yeah, but
I don't think his injury was as serious
if
as
he's not back before WrestleMania. It's going to be a triple threat, and I think you might be right. I think Finn is going to win.
Finn's going to win.
But I've already saw a report, and the reason why I say that is that because I've seen reports already stating that Seth is going to make a push for the Universal Championship after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I don't see him getting back with Jordan. And they only did that because he was down there doing tag team work with Dean
I'm going to say
because of the
this.
Shield.
One way or another, Jordan is going to find his way in a feud. And that feud between, like I said, like you just said, Steph is going to find his way into the Universal title match with Roman Reigns probably, because Roman Reigns is going to win the belt. But I see Jordan playing a part in there as well. I see Jordan and Kurt Angle playing a part in between this feud between them two. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I think we spent enough time on the Miz.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. He cut the best promo of his career.
Yeah. He actually spoke truth.
It was a great promo.
Yeah, he actually spoke truth.
You know, I just feel like, and I'm going to talk about it a little later, I just feel like we hate Roman so much, and sometimes it's not his fault. And it's like, I feel like they're allowing him to do a little bit more now. Because before, their whole thing with Roman was just like, I'm the big dog.
I'm going to say this.
Watch the yard.
I'm going to say this.
Show enough.
I watched that match.
You better believe that.
I watched that match between Roman and Brock Lesnar. And it actually was a decent match. And that's a match that Rollins interfered in. And actually,
it was a really good match.
It was a good match. And what I liked about the match so much, is that, and I ain't going to lie, I'm not going to lie to you. That match was pretty decent. I was expecting Roman to win. But what I liked about the match, it was so weird because every time he got suplexed, he would laugh. You know what I'm saying? He was bleeding out of his mouth. He was laughing. Every time he got beat up so bad, he would laugh. He would get up and start laughing. And I was like...
But you know, at that point, he wasn't as hated as he was today.
Yes, he was.
No, not today.
I
not
think
like today.
No, he still was hated, bro.
He was, but it wasn't as bad.
Hated. But I'm going to say this, though. That match never had closure. So this is exactly why... I'm for the
3 years in the making.
Yeah, I'm for the match between Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you cut into my stuff, bro.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Into my
I'm
stuff,
for the
bro.
match.
I got stuff planned for later on in the show, and you cutting me, bro.
Let's talk about it.
You cutting me. Yo, no, you cutting it, bro.
Let's talk about it.
At the end of the show.
Let's talk
God bless
about
you.
It's my prayer. Let's talk about it.
No, we're gonna move on. All right. In the promo, he talked about Brock being in Vegas but not being in the ring. Mm-hmm. He also had some choice, obscene words for Lesnar, stating he wasn't afraid of him. Mm-hmm. Called him some words we ain't gonna say here because it's a PG show. Yeah. We trying to get picked up, so we can't. We
will.
Yeah. So you know, but on the whole, I gave him a 4 for the promo because it's the best thing he's ever done. Whether it was really good or not for him, that's the best thing he's ever done, and I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 2.5.
All right, that's close enough. I ain't gonna fight you. The Bar, again, versus Titus Worldwide in a 2 out of 3 falls match. The Bar won both of them, of course. You know, I don't think Titus and them are that bad. Do you?
I don't like them.
They're not that bad.
They're a joke.
Yo, you need to stop playing the brothers.
I'm not playing the brothers.
You
that's
always
the problem.
Be playing the brothers.
You know what? That's the problem, though. I think they treat the brothers like a joke.
They do.
You know, not you look at the New Day. You look at, you know, like Titus.
Except they might. But
okay,
the New Day makes it.
We're gonna get to that.
Yes, but the New Day make themselves like that.
I understand.
That's their gimmick that they made
and
up.
I understand
Vince
that.
didn't make that
but
gimmick.
At the end of the day,
they made that gimmick.
And I understand that. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, nobody else, everybody can be serious. And, you know, and these guys, everything's a joke.
But guess what, though?
It's a joke.
Guess
what,
though?
What?
The New Day might be a joke, but their resume isn't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They're some of the most decorated tag teams.
You're absolutely right.
Ever.
But sometimes I would like to see, you know, I would like to take these guys serious. Especially Big E, you know what I'm saying? Kofi Kingston, I don't take serious. That's why we had this disagreement where
always hating
I don't
on
see
Kofi,
him. No,
bro.
This is why I don't see them. I don't see Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods as champ because I don't take them seriously.
Yep, hating on
what I'm saying? I'm not hating, just rather see them in a serious situation.
Right, we're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Since
we're moving.
Since you don't like the brothers.
Love the brothers, man.
Elias versus Strowman.
Yeah.
Elias ran around like a punk for most of the match. Mm-hmm. And then Braun screamed at him. Was like, you can run, but you can't hide. Then Elias sprays him with the fire extinguisher. Braun wins by a DQ. I gave this match a 2.5.
I give it a 2 because I'm tired of seeing it.
Yes. And I'm going to talk more in depth about this type of match later on. So
I don't know what's going to happen. Like, what are they doing?
I got it.
All right.
I'm going to talk about that later.
Yeah, let's
All
see
right?
what's going to
happen. We're going to move.
And we're moving.
Ronda confronts Stephanie. Steph and Triple H come out to the ring showing how bad things were last night because of Angle. Steph tried to put Ronda in her place, the whole authority bit. Ronda demands an apology. Angle apologizes for what he said last night, kind of. And then Stephanie, she gives her apology. And then Triple H gives like the most horrible punch I've ever seen him give on TV.
I give this whole thing a 2.
I give it like a 1 3/4.
Yeah,
because it was.
Bad. It was just
I
bad.
enjoyed what they did
The
at
only reason
Elimination Chamber.
I give it a 2 because I know that it was setting up with the. Now we know who's going to be involved in the match, but at the end of the day, I don't think Ronda Rousey is. She's not that she's not fit for WWE. She probably is.
No, I've seen her wrestling.
Yeah. I seen the previews and everything.
She looks good.
She does. But her mic skills is horrible.
Oh,
she definitely.
They got to get her a manager.
She definitely need a manager. That's one.
But you know what the problem is? I don't think they're going to give her a manager because they're trying to make her the female Stone Cold.
But
that's why they brought back the Authority.
What if, right, they didn't bring... And this is another thing. This is why I give it a 2, because I really hate the fact that every time they bring in somebody big, it always has to be the Authority always being involved.
That's Vince, bro.
I know, but what if that didn't happen? What if they just had her come in and just had like a regular match or a regular feud with one of the women? Why it always has to be Triple H and Stephanie always involved in? Because I know that's where the money's at, and I know that she's big. But at the end of the day,
one part of it is that's Vince feeling like it needs to be something like that to big it up, because he loves a star to come in to give WrestleMania a pop, and 2, Triple H has become really good at putting people over. Whether he likes to do it or not, he's good at putting people over and pushing them to the next level.
I think all of this is setting up, after WrestleMania for them to come back and then take over again. And I don't want to see that. I'm tired of seeing Authority.
You mean like on your show?
No, I mean like on your show. And this is exactly why.
You mean like on your show?
No, but my show, honestly, I can tolerate them.
I can't.
I can tolerate them because it's a good storyline right now between
I
the
can't.
two. And who don't want to see Daniel Bryan's back in the ring? Okay, that's only you. The only person.
I've never been a Daniel Bryan fan.
Bryan's the
I'm
man,
sorry.
man.
All right. On a whole,
Okay.
I gave the show a 3.5.
I give it a 2.5.
You are disrespectful,
I give it a 2.5.
and we're moving because that's wrong of you. It was a good show.
It was an okay show, bro.
I would smack you if we were friends.
It was an okay show.
It was a 3.5. All right, we're moving on to the Blue Show.
My show.
SmackDown Live. All right. Starts off with the same person from the night before, Mr. John Cena.
I'm tired of seeing him too. I just hate the fact that you can go from one show to the next.
Only he can.
Yeah, only he can. But honestly,
But guess what? He cut another great promo.
Whatever.
He's John Cena.
Oh, whatever. I seen that on Monday though. Seen it on Monday.
Very true. First time he was on SmackDown Live in 6 months. Of course, he came to SD Live to find his road to WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. He wanted to earn a spot in the Fatal 5-Way. All of that was a good promo, and then your guys came out and they messed it all up as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Daniel and Shane first came out. Then Daniel Bryan came out. Daniel makes a match for Cena and AJ Styles for the main event of the night. And if he wins, he gets to go to Fastlane. So he can beat 6 people in the match.
That makes no sense at all.
I gave that a 2.5.
That makes no sense. I agree with that, 2.5.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense. It made no sense for John Cena to beat the champion for the same thing that happened at Elimination Chamber. He's going to be in a match, but he's not going to win. So therefore, what is the point of even having him in the match?
They're going to find a way to let him win.
He's not going to win.
He's getting to WrestleMania.
He's going to get to WrestleMania, not with for the title.
Yeah, but maybe something that at Fastlane is going to happen with Taker.
Are we really seriously?
No, I'm not saying he's going to win the match.
I'm just saying, are we really seriously? It got to the point where John Cena is actually trying to get on a WrestleMania show. Is it that serious?
No,
bro?
but that's the storyline that they run with him.
Storyline, man.
He's so desperate.
It's the dumbest storyline, bro.
Like, let me take time off from my movies
This is
and
stupid.
TV shows
This is stupid.
to beg
Yeah,
to
this
get on
is
WrestleMania.
stupid.
That's your show, though.
This is stupid. But this is what I'm saying. It's like, if this, I swear to you, I'm going to be mad if this leads up to him fighting Undertaker. Because they all they had to do was just have him come out, cut a promo like they always do. Like, you know what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
they're trying to do something different because last year it kind of looked like Undertaker was done completely.
Yeah, but then
So then they gotta find
and then
something to
last
do.
year, Cena was proposing to his now fiance. One of
That was kayfabe, bro, because he ain't marrying that girl. Cena was very clear. He does not want to get married again.
But hey, listen, if they did it for TV, they fooled me.
I believe they did it for TV. All right, Sammy. I put Zaya. Look at that. Look what I put. I put Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin with Kevin Owens sitting at ringside. I will say this. I always love Kevin Owens
Of course,
commentating.
of course. He's one of the best commentators.
I love to hear Kevin
Like
Owens.
if he retires from wrestling, I think he should be a commentator.
Super fast.
He's hilarious, man.
I love him and Corey Graves together.
Yeah.
They're actually really
Yes.
good.
I
They
agree.
kind of remind me of back in the day with the King with anybody that was
Yes,
bad.
I agree.
Like the King and the Rock used to be really good too back in the day.
The King and the Rock.
Yeah. Like when the Rock would do commentating, like the same kind of stuff that Kevin Owens was doing.
Yeah.
Him and the King were good. It gives me that same vibe.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of the match, Shane and Daniel are arguing about this match. Why do we need to cut to them in the middle of this match?
Because you got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn involved. That's why we're gonna talk about, we're gonna get down to that, come back to that.
Yeah.
When we talk about WrestleMania.
Then they actually did that twice.
Mm-hmm.
Then Dolph came out and super kicked KO. Then Corbin gives Zayn the end of days. Then Ziggler gives Corbin the zigzag.
Now, can I say something? Fastlane's coming up, right?
Yes, 2 weeks.
Who got the match with AJ Styles at the Fastlane? Is it Ziggler?
It might be.
So if Ziggler is in a one-on-one match with,
Wait, no. Isn't he inside the six?
it is right? He is, right?
Yeah. Everybody's
Okay,
in the six-man
all right,
the six-man match.
Well, what was the point of him coming out kicking Kevin Owens again?
Because they're all just fighting each other. Like everybody's for themselves and they all interrupting each other's matches.
so it's not like they
There's
jumped
no
him.
teams. Everybody's just beating up
but
each other.
That don't make no type of sense.
Which is, because you're so sucks.
It's yeah.
I gave this whole segment a 3,
Mm-hmm.
but I gave Kevin Owens a 4 for commentary
Okay.
because I love him on
I
commentary.
gave this segment besides Kevin Owens a 2.5.
Okay.
Because I just didn't like how everything, even though I know everybody for themselves is like, what is the point? You had a match with Kevin Owens, right? He had a match with Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens, Ziggler. One of them, he beat him, right? And I think Corbin beat.
That was last week.
So what is the point? Like,
Who knows?
you already won. I understand
They're just running back and forth all of the matches.
They attacked them and everything, and they got their revenge back in the
Yeah.
match. And so
But they're just running all the matches back and forth.
it makes no sense.
This is your whack show. Zayn and KO do a little segment with Shane. I thought it was okay. I gave it 3 beards. He was like, hey, if you're so mad about what just happened, you better go catch Daniel. I know Bree hates when you guys are late for dinner. I thought it was funny. It was cheesy and quick. Naomi fights Ruby Riott. It's the middle of all of these matches that they've been having, which haven't been bad. They ain't been great.
I'm tired of saying.
At least it ain't been no 6.
I like Naomi, man. I like her in the ring. I like her in-ring skills. She's great in the ring.
They fought good together.
It was
Naomi and Ruby.
actually a good match.
I enjoyed it.
But I'm tired of seeing all the women at ringside, man.
Yes, because Ruby
Like,
comes
yes.
out with her squad,
And then
Naomi
Charlotte
came
got-
out with Charlotte and
I'm tired of
Becky.
seeing these girls at ringside. Like, let it be a one-on-one match where nobody interferes. And if you win, fair and square, you win.
Yeah, I feel like the whole faction thing is being too much
Yeah.
with these little factions for the women.
Yeah.
Naomi loses the match to Ruby Riott, so now they're tied up. Ruby has beat Charlotte's friends, and Charlotte has beat Ruby's friends,
This is sort of kind of a dumb.
and now
This is sort of kind of.
this
dumb.
is your show.
Yeah.
Naomi and now of course, at Fastlane is Becky, not Becky. It's
Charlotte versus Ruby.
Thank you.
And
which I think won't be a bad match.
Charlotte's gonna win.
Yeah, of course, but it's gonna be a good match.
Moving on, it's for the title, right?
Yes.
Charlotte's definitely gonna win.
Moving on to another promo because you guys cut like 40 promos for the night. The Fashion Police did a promo with the New Day and the guy. He's the detective on the Biggie thing. Yeah. And they did the whole thing with Biggie and Biggie rapping. Did you see? Hey, check out the Instagram. I put up a dope picture of Big E as Big E. It's pretty funny. Go check it out. We were laughing about that before the show started. I thought it was a dope promo. Then the New Day came out and cut a promo with the Usos. The New Day were doing their thing. Then the Usos came out talking about they were sidelined. And then my man Big E, he got serious.
And this is what I want more from these guys, man.
Got serious.
Like, honestly, even though I'm tired of seeing these matches between them two, they put on good matches.
They put on great matches.
But I'm happy that he finally came, somebody got serious and start talking and joking about pancakes. What I like most about it is at the end of that, like actually in the middle of that promo, the Bludgeon Brothers came. It didn't really say much about what, I still don't understand what's gonna happen, how they're gonna build that up. But they just came out in the middle of the promo and everybody left the ring.
I think they're gonna build them like a triple threat.
I think it's gonna be a triple threat tag.
Yep.
I honestly don't see New Day winning the title, and I don't see the Usos leaving with the titles.
Nah, it's either
the Bludgeon Brothers.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
You heard me say it today.
All right, cool.
The Bludgeon Brothers are gonna win.
All right, so that's your Fastlane prediction.
That's if they in the match, they're gonna win the title.
All right, so that's your Fastlane prediction.
Yes, that is.
Way before we do Fastlane predictions, you heard it first from him. He's a loser.
Yes. Yes, that's my Fastlane prediction.
Here we go. Aiden and Rusev do a promo with Shane. I gave it 2 beers. It was weak. That was when he was asking for Rusev a match. Then Shane ended up giving him a match, which then, then they do that little promo, which I'll give 2 beards. It was dumb. And then y'all got this new thing that y'all doing on SmackDown Live, and it's killing me. Ziggler cut a bunch. He cut a promo, and the whole time he had these cute little lower thirds. With everything he said, he was like, "I'm the man. I've got power," and it was like in these little purple writings. That was so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that though. Like
they did that for the New Day too.
Subtitles.
Yeah, that's the lower thirds.
Stupid.
I was like, "What is that, man?"
Yeah,
like,
I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe people have a hard time understanding them.
I don't know. Maybe they thought that was gonna be like, ooh, I don't know.
Sing along or something.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Like whatever he said, I couldn't even get with it because I was just watching the purple writing and the orange and green writing. I thought I was watching something with Bailey. So yeah, that was horrible. Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode cuts a promo about his match with Randy Orton. Randy comes out, they're talking. It was a good promo. I want Randy to cut his hair off.
Yeah, I don't like that look. And honestly, I'm really tired of. I like Bobby Roode. Like I said, I'm just tired of him being the face. I'm tired of Randy Orton always sticking his nose whenever he wants to be. Like honestly, he went from the heavyweight championship title to now the U.S. title.
Yeah,
and maybe that's to get them over. But at the end of the day, it's like
you need the big guys to come in, like give them a push sometimes. And plus, I think that's probably a little bit of Triple H just.
But then you know what though? I would say Randy Orton is so prideful about him, so I can see how that play out. You know what I'm saying? But then also, like, even with Jinder Mahal, I don't want to contradict myself here, but even with Jinder Mahal, like, I really think I could see him as a U.S. champion. I don't see Bobby Roode as a U.S. champion. But then I don't want to see Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal for the U.S. title. I think that's
going to end up being a triple threat anyway, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's what's so confusing to me. It's like I didn't want to see these two fight for the heavyweight championship title. I don't want to see them fight for the U.S. title. You know what I'm saying? But it would make more sense for Jinder Mahal to win the title, and I see why Randy Orton is going for the title. Yeah. But I don't see Bobby Roode I don't think he should have the title at all.
I don't know. I like Bobby Roode. I think
he's better off at the end of the Intercontinental Champion too.
Yeah, but that's a different show.
Yeah.
Let
him come to Raw.
I think we getting a draft. we're getting a draft after WrestleMania.
Yeah, let him come to Raw.
Like either before Backlash
honestly,
or after Backlash.
I see him as an Intercontinental champion better than I see him as a U.S. champion.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. The
Well,
Intercontinental
that's what
Championship. If you look at the Intercontinental Championship,
it's more prestigious, but they're trying to make that the same level for the shows.
You can't. And change that belt. Change that belt. That belt is no. I don't know.
It's a lot of prestige that goes with the United States Championship.
It does, but not that belt. I will bring up the old belt back.
What old belt?
The old United States Heavyweight Championship title. That
Not
they
seen
had
this, right?
WCW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I will have those. I have that title back.
Yeah, but you know Vince.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Aiden sings a song with these boring lower thirds again, but it's about my guy Rusev. So I was happy, but it was just whack. He ends up fighting Shinsuke Nakamura.
And
good match, but you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, he was going to lose.
Yeah, but it was a good match. I got to get me a Rusev Day shirt.
So. Yeah. I don't know why that guy still haven't had a push.
Hey, if you're not following Rusev on Twitter, go follow him on Twitter.
Guy.
He's hilarious on Twitter.
Man. Funny guy.
Like WWE.
You know what? I'm going to tell you what. Their biggest mistake is going to be not pushing this guy.
Their
and
biggest
if his
mistake,
contract is up, if his contract,
he's not going nowhere.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Their biggest mistake was making John Cena beat him when he was undefeated.
Yeah. During
the whole WrestleMania thing, when he was United States champion.
But you know what though? It wasn't Rusev Day at the time.
He wasn't Rusev Day, but he was Rusev.
Honestly, I see that should happen.
He was a great heel.
But he's even better now with Rusev Day. He got a bigger pop. He has more people that's into him.
Well, he's a face, but he was a good heel.
But let me tell you, he was a good heel. But at the end of the day, he didn't have as much
Rusev Day.
That's what I'm saying. He's better off with the Rusev Day thing than he had. Any gimmick that he had before that this is much better.
Yeah, every day is Rusev Day.
This is much better. Yes.
All right.
I need that calendar, by the way. Rusev
Facts.
Day. Yes.
Because every day is Rusev Day. The main event: AJ Styles versus John Cena. You
already know how I feel about this match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I don't think Cena should have won.
It was a good match.
Okay.
They
always put on good matches.
The two of them put on great matches.
They always put on good matches.
I've never seen a bad match between them.
I don't think that Cena should have won that match.
Yeah, but Cena beats AJ, and he's going to Fastlane, and he's a part of the 6-pack challenge.
Yeah.
Then KO, Sammy came out. Cammy. KO, Sammy, Corbin came out, and they jumped Cena, and then AJ, and then Ziggler came out. And then they all started fighting, and then it looked like Ziggler, Cena, and the champ. What's this guy's name? AJ Styles. Were gonna be like friends, and then he kicks AJ, and then Cena's watching like, oh really? Hits him with an AA. That's the end of the show.
So you know what's gonna happen next week?
What's that?
It's gonna be a triple threat match. Oh, a triple threat. Triple match, tag match between those guys, man. And honestly, it's like you already know what's going to happen, how that's going to get set up. And I'm tired of seeing it, man. I'm tired of seeing it, but you already know what's going to happen.
I'm telling you, your man
Teddy Long is back. He's back there, man, running things.
Let's make it a tag team, player.
Man, please.
Player.
Stop with these triple threat tag teams, fatal 4-way,
fatal
5 ways, these 6-way tags. I don't care no more, man. Like
it is absolutely
one-on-one. Let two guys go in the ring, fight, beat each other up. You know what I'm saying? For something like the title, man. Just do something. It's really getting ridiculous, man, with these triple threat tag teams. Come on, man.
It's god awful.
Come on.
It is god awful. All right. Now to
NXT.
NXT, man.
Yeah.
You know, because of the day that we tape NXT, we usually mix it a week. So we missed Johnny Gargano losing his match, and now he is officially not a part of NXT.
He'll be back.
I believe so.
Yeah,
they're going to run it some type of way.
I think what's going to happen is, and how they're going to run it, is they're going to have the ref being paid off. Somehow.
Yeah, but did you see this week's NXT?
I seen it. But I think
he apologized.
I think somehow the ref is gonna play a part in this, where somebody paid him off to do that.
Maybe.
You know, and that's the only way he's going to bring him back. He's going to get reinstated based off of that, which is not bad for storyline, you know?
Yeah, because they have to do something with him and his ex-best friend.
Yeah. And
they pushed it up so much, they're going to have to do something.
Yeah, and not only that, you got, you know, he never won the title. His wife is on the show.
It's true.
You know, and I don't think it's time for him to come up to WWE right now, to the main roster. Not right now.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So. All right. So that was the beginning promo, was the whole thing with Johnny wrestling and him losing. And then it started with one of my favorite guys on NXT.
Velveteen Dream.
The Velveteen Dream.
One of my favorites as well. Really
I like
good.
him a lot.
And Tyler Bates is great as well.
Yes.
He put on a good match.
They did. I gave it 3 beards.
I gave it a 3.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And if you're not following Velveteen Dream on Twitter and Instagram, you should follow him because he took a snap. He took a little shot at like the indies that are coming onto the show.
I think that's going to set up a match between some of the newer guys. That's actually
I like the way NXT uses social media.
Coming in. Who they have? They have Ricochet. They have you know some of the newer guys that's coming. I think it's gonna
be good.
Some good matches between them too.
He fought Tyler Bates, like I said, and it was a good match. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He ended it with a good old elbow drop from the top. The guy's so tall though.
Yeah,
it was pretty amazing. I gave it a 3.
I didn't know how I was gonna react to him when I first seen him come in, and I thought it was gonna be
a joke. A really bad joke.
Yeah, that and it was like I thought I was gonna like him.
Yeah.
But ever since that match with Alex the Black, it was pretty awesome.
He's been amazing.
Awesome, yeah.
That put him on the map.
Yeah.
All right. Then they cut a promo with AOP about the Dusty Rhodes tag team match. It was a good promo.
2.5.
I gave it a 3. Then they cut a whole promo with Johnny doing his letter of termination with him, Regal, and the actual ref.
Yeah.
So maybe you have some point to what you were saying of how they're going to pay off the ref or do something with the ref. So that might work.
I'm sorry to cut you. I want to go back to AOP real quick.
Go ahead.
I think that these guys should be brought up. I think it's time.
With the same gimmick?
Yeah. Why not?
With the manager and all that?
Why not?
I agree.
Yes.
I
think it's time.
It's just sad though because sometimes such great gimmicks that go on at NXT, they come up and Vince just doesn't want to do it, and he messes wrestlers up.
I don't think this is a gimmick that they're gonna mess up on and that they're not gonna want to do. These guys are great. You know what I'm saying? They're great at what they do in the ring, but right now I'm tired of seeing them on NXT. And I think eventually after WrestleMania they will get called up. They need more tag teams, like I said on them shows.
That's very true.
So you know, I'm definitely looking forward for them coming, but I think they need to bring them up soon.
All right. Then it went to Cesar Bonini fighting Adam Cole, baby.
I thought you actually was gonna join
for half a second.
Which honestly, I don't know who the guy is, but I don't think it would have been a bad idea.
They need some more people.
I don't think it would have been. It was a big guy too.
He was a really.
I don't think it was. I don't think it would have been a bad idea. I was actually interested. They caught my interest for him, and I'm like, yo, you should join. Like, it'll be great. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have a big guy. But then I was.
They need a bruiser.
Yeah. But then he attacked him, and I was like, oh man, you know.
All right, I gave that a 2.5.
Yeah, 2.
Shayna Baszler, I like her. She cut a promo.
I like her. I just think her in-ring skills. She need to work more on her in-ring skills.
She's an MMA person that's still trying to figure her way.
She's not bad.
I like the way she cuts promos though.
Her promos is not bad. It's better than Ronda Rousey.
Yo, bro, either you gonna tap, nap, or she gonna snap. I like that.
It's better. Let me tell you this.
She's way better than
She's
Ronda.
better than Ronda Rousey on the mic. But she has a lot of weak points and a lot of weak spots.
I agree.
And I think basically, eventually she's gonna. I think what's gonna happen is those matches are gonna end up. That match between her and Ember Moon is probably gonna be a triple threat match.
Probably.
And if not, Ember Moon, like, cause Ember Moon.
Well, they don't do too much of that down on NXT, so which I'm happy about. They don't do a lot of triple threats and stuff.
Trust me, if it comes in, you know Teddy Long back there writing. For that day, he's writing for that.
Teddy got a yellow suit on that day?
Yep, the yellow and black.
What should we do? We should call Teddy. I know, make it a triple threat, player.
With Ember and what's the other lady name again? I'm sorry. I'm like
who?
Sailor lady.
Oh,
yeah.
Kairi Sane.
Yes, Kairi Sane. Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
I think that they might make it a triple threat match between them two.
That could be good.
Three. Excuse me.
Kairi's dope.
Yeah,
She's really dope.
she's good, but she just took she lost Shayna Baszler
Yeah.
this week.
We actually get ready to talk about that.
Yeah.
But before we do that, they mentioned the Dusty Rogues Tag Team Tournament.
Okay.
I'll put up the actual poster of it, or the flyer of it, so you can see it. But not too much to talk about. Just the Tag Team Tournament is out. It was good last year. Now to the match that you were talking about, Baszler versus Kairi Sane.
Yes.
It was a good match.
It was a good match.
And then of course, Shayna.
I actually like her move, man. The move,
The
off
submission
the top,
move?
yes. A move she caught off the top. It was pretty decent. I was like, okay, cool. You know, but she has.
I gave the match a 3.
Yeah, I gave it a 2.5. No, I'm lying. I give it a 3.5.
You so
I give it a 3.5.
judgmental, bro. You
I give it a
don't do
3.5.
no
I
paperwork.
like
You just
actually like
to give people
let me
hard
tell you,
judging.
I actually like I like them both actually. So I give it a 3.5.
All right.
I give it a 3.5.
And then the NXT champion, Cien Almas, came out, cut a promo, and he was interrupted by Aleister Black. And then
I love Alex the Black, and I think
and then what's name came out? Killian Dane.
that was great.
Monster.
Too. Yeah. I don't know. I'm starting to like him more as a single wrestler. Like I
I think they're pushing for that.
Yeah, but I do like him with Sanity too. But I think I see him at better.
I think
as
he's a bigger
single.
talent than them.
Well, Eric Young is great, man. Eric Young is great. But you know what? What's weird? I was actually seeing, or I thought back then that I could see Aleister Black even being a part of
them?
like a Sanity type thing. You know what I'm saying? When I first seen him, I was like, he'll fit well.
But he's so dope by himself.
Yeah, but he's better by himself. But yeah, man, these guys, man, they are great. Dane and Aleister Black.
When they
I think
get
that match is
together, it's gonna be great.
I think that match is gonna be pretty interesting. I do see, in my opinion, Aleister Black as the next champion.
Agreed.
And I would love to see how that plays out with Drew McIntosh when he comes back. You know what I'm saying? And how that match. These two big guys, they could go, and they both got, I wouldn't say similar styles, but they both
Very close.
Yeah. And I think it will make for a great match.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's NXT. We're moving on.
All right.
And we're moving on to our results and reviews of Elimination Chamber. This finna be a breeze, bro. Because we gonna fly through this and keep going. All right?
We're going to fly through it and keep going.
So Elimination Chamber started off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Mickie James, Sasha, Alexa Bliss, Sonya, Mandy, Bailey. It was all right. What did you think?
It was okay. I like the ending. Like I said, I wouldn't have Alexa Bliss win, but the promo she cut afterwards was pretty good.
It was really good.
But I wanted to see Sasha win that belt.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Sasha pulling a scar on Bailey.
Yes.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, in The Lion King,
yeah.
Scar is holding on to Mufasa and he lets him go. She pulled the scar, bro.
I actually watched that movie way before the Elimination Chamber came out. I was watching it now for real, like it was on.
But she pulled the scar, and it was dope.
Yeah.
I need to see Sasha heel again.
It's coming. It's coming.
And I felt like that was it.
It's coming.
I gave this match altogether 3.5 beards.
I give it a 3.
All right, you're not that far away.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Bar versus Titus Worldwide. The Bar won, of course. I gave it a 3.
2.5.
It was a good match.
yeah.
Asuka versus Nia Jax. Asuka wins, but then Nia Jax goes crazy after the match. Wow.
I was happy to see that, but I'm gonna say it was a part in that match where Nia almost killed Asuka. You know what I mean? When she
yes.
I was just like Jesus. But other than that, like it was pretty okay. You know, Asuka's pretty good at carrying some people in the ring. Nia Jax is a beautiful woman. She can go in the ring.
She's a great wrestler.
Yeah, she's a great wrestler too. But it was like I said, that part was a little scary.
Yes.
I did like after the match after she attacked her.
That was good. I gave it 3
cool.
beards.
Yeah, when she rammed her through the what's name, but that was pretty good.
Yeah. Matt versus Bray Wyatt. Matt wins.
The people,
I know you're tired of
the
it.
fans were disrespectful, man. They
Why?
was playing with the beach balls. It was
Oh,
cheering.
yeah.
It was just really like, And you know, Matt was going with it because he's really.
But that's the great thing about Matt Hardy
Bray
now.
Wyatt was laughing, but
Matt brought them back in.
Yeah, but you know what though? That's what at the end of the day, it's sad because this match could have had so much potential, but they didn't
epic
build
proportions.
Yeah, they didn't build it.
But it's hard to build.
It wasn't hard to build. They just rushed it. It was like 1 week you're regular, you're Matt Hardy, and then the next you basically woken Matt Hardy, and then you're in the match with Bray Wyatt. It was no really. It was
they built it for like 3 weeks.
It was
before it was like 3 weeks before they had that first fight.
What build was it? Like explain the build. How
they were going back and forth with the little promos, cutting little promos on TV.
Yes, but I'm not talking about the promo. I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about way before that. What build led up to those?
First
promos?
of all, they don't do 6 month buildups no more. They do months or 2 months build.
It's not about doing 6 months buildup. But what buildup did they have prior to that?
That was it.
To those promos.
That was it.
No,
that's how they do TV today. That's how they do TV today.
This was all right. I see this. Matt Hardy in the ring, and he's going to delete. He was doing that as more, quite often than he normally do. Next thing you know, he's woken Matt Hardy. They announced that he's woken Matt Hardy. He cuts a promo, and then Bray Wyatt cuts a promo. And they go back and forth. That's really no build.
But first of all, they do that with Bray with everybody because they make him get feuds with people out of nowhere. You be like, oh, he's feuding with him now?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And it just starts all over.
And this is exactly why it's killing these guys' career. It's killing Matt. It's killing
Bray.
Yeah, it's killing his career, man.
All right. Rousey's contract sounding with the Authority comes out with Angle.
Horrible.
Angle makes comments about the Authority lying. Triple H takes Angle out of the ring. He's like, oh, he's sick, and then he says some more stuff.
I'm gonna say this, man. It
wasn't bad.
It was bad to me.
I enjoyed it.
The way she was about to sign, and she looks at Kurt. You want to say something? Horrible.
It's like they're trying to make her vulnerable, but at the same time, if you make her mad, then she's like a killer. I don't know. Either they need to make her a tweener or a face.
She don't need. She needs a manager. That's what she needs. She needs a manager. She needs somebody like Paul Heyman.
She does.
Don't talk on the mic at all. And if you're gonna talk, say 2 or 3 words, and that's it. That's it. And let Paul Heyman do the rest. Let Paul Heyman talk for like how you talk for Brock Lesnar. And honestly, from what we're hearing is that Brock is gonna take a break.
Yeah.
After Mania, this would be the best time to
especially, and it would be great because then we wouldn't lose Paul.
Yeah.
Because I love to hear.
And this would be a great time for him to come, and manage somebody. Like
I would hate to lose his mic skills on the show. I gave it 3 beards, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, 2.
Men's Elimination Chamber: Elias, Seth, Braun, Finn, Miz, Cena, Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns is on the show.
Wasn't bad, but we already knew where it was going, who was going to win, and
it was a good match. You don't think it was a good match?
I'm going to say this: it was a good match.
It was.
It was a good match. It wasn't bad, but we already knew who was going to win.
And once I saw the last 3 people were Braun, Seth, and Roman, I said,
"Well, what did I tell you last week? Who was going to be the last 2 guys in the ring?"
I don't know if you said that.
I did say that.
We're gonna have to
I said that.
We're gonna have to go check.
But you already know that was gonna happen. But I like the fact that Braun, they made him look so beast in this match, man.
But the only thing about it is you make him to be all of that, and then Roman can beat him with a super punch.
But let me tell you this: that's all leads up to him. Actually, Roman has to win that match, man. You know that.
Well, no, we all know that. We all know that.
So that's why I think they let him do that.
Because
all those guys, because it shows you how
powerful he is.
And then with that happen, it's gonna happen. Roman's gonna win because it's no closure in that match that he had with Brock Lesnar. So you already know what's coming, man. At the end of the day, like I said, am I excited to see the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns match? Not really, but honestly, it is. Like I said, it's somewhat a closure to the match that they had. I don't know what they're gonna do with Braun. I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm going to tell you, we're going to talk about it right now in the next segment, which is rumors. Mm-hmm. It's usually where we talk about what's going on.
Okay.
And me and you were talking earlier this week, and we decided that we were going to do rumors based on WrestleMania card.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the entire WrestleMania card right about now. and we're going to talk about all of the matches that are getting ready to happen. So we're moving right along.
Yeah.
Like I said, right into rumors. And the rumors for this week are based on the predictions or the card predictions for WrestleMania. All right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go through them. If you hear something you don't agree with, say it.
Will do.
All right? So here we go. Starting with the pre-show, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Andre the Giant Memorial match, which has become...
Yeah, ever since see, that's how bad it is. I don't even remember the dude's name that won the match last year. Mojo. Wow.
Mojo. Moving on.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's a little disrespectful because it's happened to him already once, but it's going to be the pre-show again. Bobby Roode. I think he's going to be fighting Baron Corbin for the U.S. Championship.
Don't care.
But who do you think? You think he's fighting?
No.
Who do you think he's fighting?
I think it's going to be probably... I think Randy Orton's going to win the title. So I think it's going to be Randy Orton and somebody else. I don't know if it's going to be Baron Corbin. It might be Randy Orton against Baron Corbin. But I think Randy Orton's definitely going to win that title.
Okay.
I don't see the title on Bobby Roode that long.
Okay. All right. So we already know pretty much.
It might be Randy Orton, and I don't want to say Jinder Mahal.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right. We kind of know this one to be almost pretty much true already. Triple H and Steph versus Rousey and Angle.
Yes.
I think that's already going to happen. So we're going to move on.
Okay.
Because I think we're pretty. We're both agreed on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. KO versus Zayn.
No.
You don't think that's going to happen?
No.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think it's going to be both of them tagging up against, for some apparent reason, either, I would say Shane and Bryan.
You know what I think is going to happen?
What?
I think either that's going to happen, or with this buildup that they're going to do, they're going to split KO and Zayn, and Shane is going to be for one of them, and Daniel's going to be one of them.
Yeah, that can work.
I think that's what's going to happen.
That can work, but I don't really see that happen. I think
there's going to be some variation of what we're saying.
I think they're building this so far that Daniel Bryan might make an in-ring return, and I think of course I think that they are going to be so scared that he can't go in the ring, and they're going to have somebody to take those bumps, and that's why I see him teaming up with somebody, and that person that he's teaming up with is going to take those bumps.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
The cruiserweight. I'm putting my money on at least Cedric Alexander for sure being in it. Maybe Mustafa Ali, but for sure Cedric Alexander. I heard a rumor just today that says that maybe Rey Mysterio.
That's not going to happen.
Might be entering that.
That's not going to happen
at WrestleMania.
No, it's not going to happen. But I do think Cedric is going to win the title.
I think so. I hope he just doesn't get cursed behind it.
Yeah, that's true. You need to change that belt.
Facts. Yeah. Sasha versus Bayley. I think that's going to happen.
See it happening, but I see it happening for a belt.
But I don't think so.
No, let me rephrase that. It should be for a belt.
Yeah, but it's not going to be.
Yeah.
It can't be. And since we're on the women, we'll stay right there. Yeah. Raw women, I believe is going to be Bliss versus Nia Jax or Bliss versus Asuka.
No.
I'm more leaning towards Bliss and Nia, though.
Yeah. Asuka's not going to be nowhere near that match, I don't think.
Right, because we both believe that in the SD Live is going to be Flair and Asuka.
Yeah.
So
it would make sense more that way.
And if she doesn't, I believe it's going to be Becky Lynch.
I'd really, like you said, you didn't care about Becky Lynch. I don't really care too much about
No, I don't either, but I think that's what it might be. Going to the Raw tag teams, you have The Bar. Now, I heard maybe The Bar versus Woken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero. Or it might be The Revival.
Or it might just be a triple threat tag team match, player.
Oh, God. Please, no. Please, no. Maybe it's The Revival.
Yeah.
Give them a shot.
I heard it's going to be Brother Nero and Matt Hardy.
That's what I heard.
But the thing is, this is what I'm saying. They got to start building right now.
That's true.
And then Matt Hardy is he ready to return to the ring?
I'm not sure.
And if he's not, then who was the Bar going to fight? Titus O'Neil and
No, The Revival.
I mean, but then they will have to start building. See, this is what I'm saying. There's so much going on right now where it's like we don't know what match is going to be which because right now there's no build to it.
Which is why this is rumors.
And this is exactly why something need to happen now.
I agree.
You know.
All right. SD tag teams. When I say SD, I mean SmackDown Live, guys. Is the Usos versus the New Day, or Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers, or all three of them? Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be all three of them.
All right.
Or if not, maybe the Usos versus I see the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
Well, that's what I said. It's one of these variations.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that we're getting Undertaker versus Cena.
I don't know.
I think at this point,
I don't know, because there was also rumors that it's going to be Cena versus Rey Mysterio.
That would be so dumb.
It might be dumb to some people, but we never seen that match before.
And I don't want to see it.
I wouldn't care.
Exactly. So why would we want to do it?
I wouldn't care one way or another. I would like to see Undertaker versus Cena.
I would rather see that than
I would like
Mysterio.
To see, yeah, I do. You're right. I agree.
WWE champion, we already know.
Yeah.
AJ versus Nakamura.
Nakamura's
That's going to be a
that
great match.
Nakamura's going to win that belt.
I believe so. Universal, Brock versus Roman.
Roman's going to win that belt.
Now, out of all of the matches that I just said, you know who you didn't hear me say?
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
And you know why I didn't say it?
Why?
Because to me, and from what I've read from different people, they're holding him because they're not sure what's going to happen with the Brock and Roman situation. I don't know if you heard, but Roman is being tested for like steroids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this is what I have been hearing about Braun. It might be Braun versus Elias.
Mm-hmm.
It was originally supposed to be Braun versus The Miz.
For the Intercontinental
Yes,
Championship.
and they cut that to what they're doing now.
Okay.
Did I mention that on this list?
You mentioned it last week.
And we mentioned it earlier too.
Yeah, you mentioned that last week.
Yeah. So just so I can say it again, I believe it's going to be a triple threat match for the IC championship. Oh, it's right here. Mm-hmm. That's why.
All right.
Between Seth, Finn, and The Miz. I believe that's what it's going to be. With either The Miz or Finn winning.
Yeah. Finn getting that title, I think.
I think so. It's either going to be Braun versus Elias, or Braun versus Brock, or Braun versus Brock versus Roman.
I'm tired of these triple threat matches. So I would like to see Romans versus Brock. If that be the case of
Versus Brock?
Roman.
Oh, okay.
Versus Brock. But if that be the case of Roman taking steroids and getting tested positive for it, I wouldn't. Honestly, I
don't want to see Braun Strowman.
I don't.
Brock.
I don't want to see it. Nah, I don't want to see that either. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, man, if he is and he does this positive for this stuff, I mean, like, come on, man.
It's very true.
How stupid can you be, man? Come on.
Very stupid.
You know. So
and I'm going to talk about it in a minute in the last segment. But it's very true that a lot of times when you have the two big guys in the ring together, it's not the greatest chemistry. Somebody needs to carry it. And sometimes it's hard with the two big guys.
Yeah, but like I said, Brock and Roman match wasn't bad.
No, I'm saying Brock and Strowman.
Yeah.
And speaking of the big guy, we're moving on. Dr. Bond said we're moving.
We're moving.
Some of you probably don't know who Dr. Bond is, but that's okay.
Listen, how about your man, Big Show, finally retiring, man? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, kudos.
Honorary mention.
Yeah, finally
and he
retiring.
did it nice and quiet.
Yes,
they make a big thing about it.
And much respect to him because I heard he put he helped a lot of big guys, such as Braun Strowman, such as a lot of Baron Corbin. I think it was one of them. He helped them out as far as the way they move in the ring and how they present themselves in the ring, and
I heard he's staying on staff
as an agent.
Yes,
and that's good. I mean, I watched. I think it was a little documentary they had of him about how big, how he, when he was young, he was, how he got so big, and he was on the bus, and then how it was just so amazing to see, that side of him. And I heard he's just such a great guy, man. Like,
I heard so
I'd
too.
like to meet him one day, man.
Shout out to the Big Show. Thanks, brother. All right, we're moving on.
Okay,
we're moving quick.
We're moving,
and we're moving to one of my favorite segments of the show.
I'm not telling you.
Nah, bro.
I'm not asking you.
Nope.
Sorry,
you're jumping the gun.
I'm jumping the gun.
I don't even know if you're gonna like my segment.
Oh yeah,
today on. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. But today, right now, at this time, Top 5, everybody.
Top 5.
All right, so we're moving with the same thing of WrestleMania.
Okay.
So we're going to stay right there at WrestleMania, and I picked top 5 Undertaker matches.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be, man.
All right, here we go. Don't get weak on me, my guy. Coming in at number 5, it's HBK
Okay.
versus The Undertaker.
Which one?
WrestleMania 26.
Okay, that's the second one.
That's the second one.
Okay. Not a bad match. I like that match.
It was a great match.
Yeah, great match.
Great match. Let's move on. Number 4, WrestleMania 24
Edge
against the Rated R
Superstar.
Edge. That was a great WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was a good match, WrestleMania.
You know, and I don't want to bust a bubble or anything, but somebody said it today, and I have to say it. A lot of Undertaker's earlier matches were against a bunch of like undercard guys.
Yes, smaller guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these here are some of the better matches.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't fit all because it's only top 5, but there's some other mentionable ones like Batista, CM Punk.
Okay.
There was some other ones on there.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so just wanted to say that. Coming in at number 3 is CM Punk.
Okay.
WrestleMania 29.
I wouldn't even put that in the top 5.
That was a great match, bro. You're crazy.
You know why? Because it just didn't. He didn't really. He ended him off with like a 1 tombstone, dude. That was it. Like it wasn't really like he didn't like. You know, being that CM Punk is a smaller guy, it wasn't like no fight. You know, like how many tombstones like Brock Lesnar had to get, or like you
right,
know,
but
it
CM
was just
Punk,
like one, and it was like that
it was more of a submission match.
Yeah, but it was still like not to me, in my opinion. I wouldn't put that up.
Now listen, this wasn't.
I like CM Punk.
Now
but
wait, I'm not a big fan of his.
Yeah.
So this wasn't my list. I put this in a bunch of Facebook rooms, and I vote, and I got the votes.
I seen it.
So this is what everybody said.
I disagree with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
At number 2, HBK, the first one,
Great match.
25th anniversary.
Yeah, that was a great match.
I love that match.
Yeah.
I think it's one of my favorite Undertaker matches, and it would be my top match, but I had to give it to this one, HBK.
Yeah, Triple H.
I mean Triple H.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 26.
That's when
With
that
the cage
was,
match.
that was the first one.
Yes.
That was the first one.
Yes.
I like the second one better.
20. No, this is the second one. 28.
That was the second one.
Yes.
Yeah, that second one was a
Cage match.
I like that one.
Which with HBK as.
So how many times he fought Triple H? Twice, right?
Actually, he fought him more than twice.
At WrestleMania.
Yes. He fought him.
Which one was the one where he came out and where Shawn Michaels was the ref?
This one here.
Yeah, I like that one.
This is 28.
That's the one where they both should have retired.
Yes.
Yes.
That should have been the last time we seen it.
Yes, because that was the end of that era.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, of course.
They got to make money.
Yeah.
He fought him at 28. He fought him at 27. And he fought him at 17.
He fought him at 17, 20, 28, 20, 27, 28.
And 17.
Yeah.
But this here,
That should
I watched it.
Yeah.
I've watched it
That
maybe
was a
like
great
twice
match, man. That
in
was
like
a
the
great
last
match.
2 weeks.
That should have been the end of it.
Shawn Michaels, he played that
Yeah.
like he was trying to get a Grammy or an Oscar or something.
Yeah.
Like it was like
And
memorable.
even with them helping him out the ring at the end, and they like, you know what I'm saying?
It was like, listen, we
It's
gave
awesome.
it all.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And that should have been the end of both of their
should have been the end of the era.
wrestling career. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That should have been it.
I think that should have been it because everything after that was downhill for Undertaker.
Yeah.
His body.
Yeah.
And you know,
He fought. I think who he fought after that was it Bray Wyatt? Nah, it
No.
wasn't Bray Wyatt. It was
that's 28.
yeah. It was somebody else.
29 was CM Punk,
Okay.
and then 30 was Brock.
And then he lost, and then he fought
then
Bray Wyatt the next.
Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
and then he lost to Roman.
Roman Reigns. Oh, man. And honestly, I really think he was definitely supposed to go over with Brock.
Yes.
But I think he caught a concussion.
That's what they
Honestly,
say.
my honest opinion, I would have had a backup plan, just so he could keep his streak, man.
Yes.
I would have had a backup plan.
He should just let him pin him or do something.
Yeah, he should have. I would have had a backup
But
plan.
if you
man.
listen to the Stone Cold podcast
yeah,
with Vince McMahon said it was his idea.
to have Brock go over.
That's what he said.
Listen, man, that's what the dead man wants. That's what he got, man.
No, that's what Vince wanted.
Vince wanted him to lose.
Go listen to the podcast. He said it was his His idea.
It was Taker idea or
No,
Vince idea?
it was Vincent.
I heard it
McMahon.
was Taker idea too. I heard Taker wanted them to go over.
Taker likes to, you know, in his older days, I guess he realized that it was better to use his character to push somebody else over.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with Roman, he was for that.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
So Vince was for Roman getting or Brock lose.
Brock.
But I heard Taker wanted Brock too to take the end of his career. Well, not the end of his career, but end the streak.
Into industry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some things ain't meant to be.
I don't know
broken,
about
bro.
Roman though, man. But
Nah, he wanted
yeah.
Roman.
He wanted Roman too.
Yeah. I remember seeing pictures of Undertaker and Roman Reigns down at WrestleMania, down in Florida the day before, and they were just sitting in the ring, just going over strategy, talking, and he was talking to him like a big bro.
Wow.
So, you know, like the guy that they all say the Undertaker is.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, he really mentored everybody. And he had probably the longest tenure of anybody
So at
there
this point in
besides Triple
time,
H.
before we go to the next
course.
segment, do you think Undertaker should come back at all?
No,
I agree.
no, he's
I
done.
agree. Let
And not in a
everybody put
bad
down.
way.
You know what? People put down in the comments if you think Undertaker should come back for one more match. I honestly, let me say this. I think he should come back for one match, and one match only. But I think it should be.
Sting.
Listen, I think it should be for something. It should be for something, and I think he should
Like
retire
what?
on top.
Like what?
Retire on top.
No, what it should be?
A title. Why not? Retire on top with a title, man.
Okay.
You come and you basically vacate the title. They have a
The
tournament
next day.
after that. The next
Okay.
day. I think so.
Now, I will say this, and we're moving on. On the Stone Cold podcast with Triple H, he stated that because Undertaker has been in it for so long, it's very small. There's a very few people that they allow at the end of their career to pick their last match, who they fight, when they fight, and if they win or lose. And he said Undertaker's one of those guys.
Yeah.
So let's see.
And I'm gonna say this, guys. Like I said, if y'all feel the Undertaker should come back, have one last match, or if y'all feel he should stay retired, put in the comments on, give your opinion, so we can let us know how y'all feel about that. All right.
Sounds good to me.
Moving on to the next segment.
All right.
Yeah.
It's the last segment right here, man.
It's not. I'm not asking you.
I'm telling you.
telling
All
you.
right, so this is the last segment, and every week I put together a nice little piece of work, a little piece of art, and I give my opinion or facts on a certain topic. And this week,
Not a fact on my back.
whatever. And this week I've picked Roman Reigns. You know, he's the guy.
The guy. The guy.
He's the big dog.
He's the big dog.
And you know what? Whether we like
He's
it or
the
not,
big dog in your yard, not mine.
and no, in your yard too.
Not
He
mine.
is. Whether you like it or not, he is. All right.
Let's see what happens. What you gotta say?
I'm gonna say it. Roman Reigns is the guy. He's the big dog. He's the headliner, whether we like it or not. We think Vince is pushing him down our throats, and whether he is or not, he's proven himself to be a great in-ring performer. And step by step, he's becoming a great guy on the mic. His mic work is getting increasingly better every time he does it. Do you agree?
He's all right.
Is it not getting better?
It's okay.
Is it getting better?
It's okay.
Yes or no, sir? Is it getting better?
He's all right.
Yes or no?
Maybe.
Oh, I hate you. Okay. And we have evidence of that with his cutting promos. Remember the promos he cut with Cena from the last time they were fighting?
Yeah.
They were pretty good.
It's pretty good.
He's getting better every time. And let's not forget this week alone on Raw, he cut an amazing promo. Probably the best promo he's ever cut. Would you not? Would you agree?
Yeah, it was pretty good. 'Cause
Thank
he
you.
was speaking truth.
Thank you. However, either way, it was good. Okay? And in the promo on Monday, he was talking about his dislike for the current champion, Brock. While I'm speaking about Brock, let's be clear. As much as we hate the thought of him going against Brock, their first match was good.
Yeah, I agree with
It was
that.
a really good match. And it was spoiled, and we never got to see what the end of that was going to be, because I think he might have beat him.
Yeah. I think, no. I wouldn't say he might have beat him. It was a good match. I think he could have won that match.
I think that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He could have won
He
the
could
match.
have won the match.
And he
but
wasn't as hated.
I wanted to see what would have played out because, like I said, every time he got suplex, every time he got put in a move, He was laughing. It was
Yes.
like, and I was like, wow.
And
That's
he
like,
was kind of playing like the Rocky role, like you beat me up, I'm taking it. Oh, like he was bleeding. Like he could have got over.
Yeah.
Okay. And just since we talked about that WrestleMania, I love that ending with Seth because nobody thought that was gonna happen.
The Money in the Bank. I mean, I seen it. We seen that coming.
I didn't.
Seen that coming a mile away.
I didn't. But since we're talking about this match with the two of them, my question is: people are so mad about him fighting Brock. Who would you want to see fight Brock? Would you want Kane fight him?
No.
What about Braun Strowman?
No.
What about Elias? Not ready yet. I think.
Elias is a big guy.
Yes, but I don't think he's ready.
Yeah, he's not built
to main event.
He's not built right now. Like, no, I'm gonna say
he's not ready to main event yet.
He's not built to go up against Brock Lesnar. Like, as far as I agree, he's not ready.
He's not ready. Would you want to see Cena?
We've seen that already.
Would you want to see it again?
I wouldn't mind that.
I don't want to see that.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care.
I wouldn't care.
For you not caring, that means it's a no.
Now, it's like
you want to see matches that you care about. Thank you.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't care what you want to say.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't. How many times will we see Cena versus Brock? Twice.
And I'm good. I don't want to see it again.
I wouldn't mind.
I enjoyed him getting beat up by Brock.
I don't think it was a bad match between them two.
That first time he just wore him out.
Yeah,
he gave him like 15
but you know what?
super
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I sort of kind of, you know what? Come back to me on that question, man. You got to ask that question.
Do you want to see Cena win a belt again? Now?
No.
Then you don't want to see the match. Then
the reason why I don't want him to see him because I don't want him to beat Ric Flair's record.
Thank you. Nobody does.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this for a minute, okay? You got to talk about the guy's accomplishments.
Okay.
Because, all right, we
excuse me, I'm sorry. You be talking about Roman Reigns here, and it gets me a little tired and bored. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Shut up, okay? But think about it. His accomplishments. There are not too many people that have been able to do what Roman Reigns has been able to do. Let's look at some of his stuff.
Okay.
Roman Reigns is the only WWE star to receive a 4.5 rating besides Seth Rollins on their debut. Okay? He's the only person to pin Strowman clean. No cheating, no nothing. And that was just that happened in Elimination Chamber. He's the first person to do it without cheating since he debuted in 2015. He eliminated 12 stars at the Royal Rumble. Okay? He's the youngest star to win Superstar of the Year, the Slammy Award. The only face to have ever won the Most Hated Wrestler of the Year award in 44 years. I'm going to read some more stuff, but I want to stop right there. The Most Hated Wrestler of the Year award, the first face to win it in 44 years. People talk about how much they hate him, but if we really hated him, we wouldn't watch the show. He still gets a pop.
I think people watch the show because they want to see him lose, bro.
That means he's still popular. You got to think about it like this. When they look at TV, this is how they know who gets airtime and who doesn't. If they boo you, you get airtime. If they cheer you, you get boo time. You get, airtime. But if they not cheering or booing you and they playing Beach Ball Mania or we doing the wave or people going to get hot dogs, you get no time. So any good publicity, any reaction that you get is good reaction. And guess what? His boos are some of the biggest, it's like the biggest pop of the show anytime he comes on. That means he's still relevant to the show.
He's still relevant to the show. He's still relevant to Vince.
He's still relevant to us. Whether we like it or not, he's the guy that we love to hate. If we don't have him, who are we going to hate as much?
I don't think we would care if he wasn't on television.
I don't think so. Because every match he's put on at these pay-per-views, he puts on great matches, bro.
From his in-ring skills. I don't.
Yo, listen, in his first year.
But at the end of the day, let's be clear. If there was a show without Roman Reigns, I don't think the people would be salty about it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nah,
I don't think people would care. Let me ask you a question.
That's bugging.
What if Roman Reigns would have been the one to turn on the show?
I don't know.
See? Think about it.
I don't think it would have worked as much.
Put him in
with the Authority.
Yeah. No. Put him in Seth Rollins' place. Though.
Right,
Yeah,
with the Authority.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I would have liked it.
Why not though? But see, we could like him better as a heel, but you can't see him playing the heel.
Not with the Authority.
Why not?
I could see him going like by himself.
Why not though? I honestly would have think he would have got way over as a heel with the Authority than he ever did.
I don't know.
And the reason being is because he's a big guy. It's a guy that I can see.
Yeah, but
him.
he would have just been like a brute.
What do you mean?
Like, Seth worked because he could talk. He could do so much to add to them.
Yeah.
I don't think not Brock. I don't think Roman had that so early on. That's why they picked Seth, because Seth was ready to headline something.
I don't know. I agree with you, what you're saying about stuff. He's great on the mic.
He was better than all of them.
But at the end of the day, I think, like, what if the shoe was on the other foot?
I don't know.
What if you could see Rollins as that guy where he was a heel and he was playing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but he's a better heel. Seth is a great heel.
Rollins is a better, Reigns is a better heel?
No, Seth is a better heel.
But what if Reigns we never seen Reigns
in NXT before they were the Shield?
Yeah, they were heels.
He was a heel. And it was cool, but it's not as good as Seth. Let's talk about this. Mm-hmm. He's had a great career so far. In his first year as a solo wrestler, Royal Rumble winner, tag team champion, U.S. champion, 3-time WWE champion, and he headlined at WrestleMania 3 times, and he's going to do it again. Okay? Let's look at his highest rated matches. All right? To show you how good this guy is. SummerSlam 14 versus Orton, 4 stars. Fastlane against Daniel Bryan, 4.5. WrestleMania 31 versus Brock, 4.5. Extreme Rules from the with Big Show, a 4. TLC 15 versus Cesaro, a 4.25. Fastlane 16 versus Brock and Dean Ambrose, a 4.5.
Can I ask you a question? Who's rating this stuff?
Most of this is from PWI and Pro Wrestling. It's a couple of like the major ones. I didn't get this from
and it goes up to what, top 5?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead. I want to hear, because I disagree with it.
Battleground versus Seth, he got a 4. Royal Rumble versus KO, he got a 4.5. Fastlane versus Braun, he got a 4. Extreme Rules of 16, he got a 4.5. None of these matches have ever been under a 4.
Let me ask you a question. How many matches did he lose out of all those matches?
Let's see.
See? And it's not throwing us down. He's not putting us down our throat, right?
He's lost a lot of these matches.
How many matches have he lost? Let's see.
No, he's lost some of these matches.
I want to know. Let me see.
That Orton match, he didn't win.
What Orton match was that?
SummerSlam. He didn't beat Orton.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Which one was that? I don't even remember that match.
Royal Rumble with KO. That was last year. He won that. The Battleground. Didn't Dean Ambrose win that with the belt?
It was a triple threat match?
Yes. I'm pretty sure Dean won that. WrestleMania with Brock and Rollins. That's when Rollins won the belt and took it from him.
Okay.
Also, I didn't say it. Do you know that he's the only person to get cast in on twice in the same year?
Who?
Roman.
Yeah.
He's taken a lot of hits. People try to make it like he's only won so much, but he's taking hits. Remember, he got cast in at WrestleMania with Seth.
And the reason
why, then he won the belt again, and then Sheamus cast in.
But the reason why I see that is because that's what the fans don't want to see. They didn't want to see him as champion at that time. Now we don't have a choice right now. Yeah, you might say, okay, cool. He took the L. He took these.
He took many L's.
Yes, you're right. But at that time, the fans don't want to see that. But I don't listen. I would have rather seen him as champion than to see Sheamus as champion.
Facts.
When Sheamus cashed that thing, and I was really mad about that.
But my thing is, with this whole thing is that Roman is a great guy. Like, we don't have a real reason to like hate this guy with disgust. He puts on great matches.
He does his part.
His promos are better.
He does his part.
He keeps the show going.
Let me tell you, he does his part.
And guess what? I'm going to like Roman Reigns back as the champion. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm going to see the Universal title being defended on a weekly basis.
Hold on, but wait a minute. Wasn't a couple of weeks ago you were saying that on my show that they don't see the champion on the title? Like we just
which is why I want this guy to not have my belt so we can have it every week.
But we discussed this, and you were saying that, but your guy wasn't on the show.
I was defending my show. That's my job to defend my show.
Now all of a sudden you hear how his
story
changes.
But I'm trying to fix my show.
You see how his story changes, guys.
I'm trying to fix my show.
And this is what I've been saying. You have a champion that need to be on television every single day.
I'm saying Roman Reigns needs to be on the show. And he needs to be the headliner, which he is. You can say what you want, but Roman Reigns is the new John Cena.
So question, what do you see happening after this? After him winning the title, who do you see him going up against? What do you see happening at, after WrestleMania?
Maybe him versus Seth Rollins.
And then where you go from that? We've seen that already.
I'm not sure, but
I think right now, at this point in time, what I want to see is some new faces. I want to see some new people winning that belt.
Like who?
I want to see new people winning
like
that belt.
Who?
I wouldn't care if Elias won.
Like
I wouldn't mind if
Elias?
Yes.
I don't want no Elias with no belt.
Listen.
You better go send him to SmackDown and let him win the U.S. Championship. He ain't He ain't no heavyweight champion.
Why not?
No, I don't want to hear it.
Champion?
Not yet. It's too soon.
So listen, people. If y'all don't think Elias is heavyweight, look, for the people that agree,
you always want somebody to comment down in the box.
I want them to comment down in the box. If you agree with me that Elias can be a heavyweight champion, please comment down in the box.
Yes.
If you don't,
and if you think Doink the Clown should be the champion, then you put that in the box too.
I see Elias as champion before I see Xavier Woods and before I see Kofi Kingston.
I never said Xavier Woods could be the heavyweight champion. I said Kofi Woods could be the champion.
You said Kofi Woods.
Kofi Woods. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Kofi Woods could be the champion.
Kofi Kingston. All right, and we keeping that in the show.
He did say.
I never said Xavier Woods could be the champion. I said Xavier Woods could be like an intercontinental or something like that. But he's no heavyweight.
You know what? I'm gonna go back and watch the show because I'm gonna show him what.
Go back and watch the show. You hear this? You hear this, y'all? He don't even watch the show that he's on.
No.
You don't watch the show? You don't watch the show?
That's what I'm saying. I heard you say that on the show. That's why I'm going to show you.
Oh, my gosh. No, I didn't. No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't.
If y'all heard him say that, please leave a comment at the
box. Oh, my gosh.
We're trying to get y'all involved in the box. We're trying to get y'all involved, man, and have y'all, give us your opinion. Honestly, he don't see Elias as champion. I disagree. I hardly disagree with that.
I don't see it now.
I see it now.
It's too early.
I don't listen. I'm tired of seeing. I would say this. I want to see new faces. I wouldn't mind seeing Braun as a champion. I wouldn't mind seeing Elias as a champion.
Yes, not
Elias. I wouldn't mind seeing
who's Elias
champion again.
No,
he haven't even had a run.
Send him to the cruiserweights.
No, have him be champion.
Send him to the cruiserweights.
And who else? I wouldn't even mind.
First of all, Finn Balor was looking like a Crip the other night.
I'm going to tell
all that blue on.
Listen, I'd rather him.
Creed. It was too much.
I'm gonna say this too, and people's gonna disagree with me.
I disagree with you.
And then they might agree. I would have seen. I could even see at that time before he got into WWE, Matt Hardy as champion. Broken Matt.
TNA Broken Matt, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even Brother Nero, why not?
Nah. Maybe.
Why not?
He was a good champ before.
Vince is high on him more than he is Matt.
Always has been.
Yeah.
Always has been.
You know what I'm saying? He's high on him more than he is Matt. So honestly, I want to see some new faces.
But guess what? I don't care what you want to say.
What?
Seth Rollins is
he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's
one of the guys.
He's great.
I think
But he held the title already. And, I think now it's getting to the point where you're seeing the same.
Well, guess what? For a while, you got to see the same guys in rotation. And right now, the guy for how they say it? Past, present, future? Is Roman Reigns. And that's how we ended the show, because I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
Well, see y'all next week, man.
That's the end of the show. Right. You can follow him at
1983.
You can follow me at Jay Vozo. You can follow us at Bearded Wrestling on Facebook, Instagram. We're going to get on Twitter, too. Somebody told me to get on Twitter, so I'm going to get on Twitter. This is going to be on SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, all over. Thanks, guys, so much for tuning into the show. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We need that. See y'all later. Have a good week, y'all.